You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's The Challenge After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's The Challenge After Show.
Oh, yeah.
Let me take a selfie.
Hey, Roxy, get him on. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Yo, what up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janity here in studio for MTV's The Challenge Free Agents. I'm here with the lovely Roxy Stryer. I feel like we're on the Jersey Shore. So.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, once upon a time, yeah. Oh my God, TBT on a Friday.
If you guys are ever bored, go back and listen to some of our Jersey Shore podcasts. They have nothing to do with the actual show. It's just us being a hot mess.
And a little too much wine.
You were drinking wine?
Under the vodka.
Oh, I was gonna be like, I remember vodka on those nights. All right, well, what a damn episode.
I mean, okay, we differ a little bit here in the fact that, like, I cannot stand the to be continued. It was an amazing episode, but like I have to see the battle, which makes me tune in next week. I know.
Exactly, and not only that, but it also just kind of lets you know we're coming down to the end because they're trying to make these stretch. They want like 4 more episodes out of it. So I'm into it only because we haven't really gotten that before. I thought we were gonna get it. I don't know if it was last week or the week before.
With Jordan with the when he went and flipped it. That's why I thought we were gonna get it too.
But we didn't. So I'm excited. It adds a little flavor to it. You know what I mean? They gave us a lot of drama in the house.
Yeah, which all led up to us wanting to see the actual battle because holy shit.
And especially because, I mean, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but it's the wall challenge.
Yeah, which makes me pissed off. It makes me really angry. Yes, really. Like, that's like so incredibly effed up. Like really.
And not that, but I feel like they just did that one.
I would rather them do the one where they run into each other or something like. What's that? What do we have now? We have the wall. We have the one where they run by each other in that circle. Yep. And what's the other one that we have?
They run by in the circle. Then they have to put in the.
Oh, the ball, which is the one that we did last week. So we knew it was going to be that. I was hoping it was going to be the running one, but I guess that was 2 weeks ago. Are there only 3? No, there's got to be 4.
Yeah, wait, are there only 3?
Or is
there one where they have to get... Oh, in the pole one, when they're attached to the rope.
Oh, and they've changed that one. That would have been brutal, too.
Yeah, all of them really would have been brutal for
The
her.
running by would have been... Okay, I don't know. Yeah, the pole one, they have to ring the bell. That one maybe would have been better because she can use her elbows and her legs more. I don't know.
I don't know. But let's start it off the beginning. We see Johnny, CT, they confront Laurel.
Damn right they did.
And it was about time.
Yeah, Laurel needs to be put in her place. I'm sorry. I know there are a lot of Laurel fans out there, and I have not been... I am very open with this. I have not been with the challenge from the beginning. I have not been with the Real World or the challenge from the beginning. So I jumped on about 4 seasons ago. I don't know Laurel as well as some people know Laurel. But from this season of the challenge, God, is she a bitch. Like, I mean, come on.
If you've been friends with me for this many years and you know my character traits and you don't all of a sudden just don't want to accept them, then I don't know what to say to you.
I'm like, not a monster.
You sound psycho.
Yeah, you know what? You're acting like a monster.
Yeah.
You're really, I can't really call anybody a bitch, but you're acting like one for sure.
And then she was getting upset like, no one understands me because you're wrong.
They don't want to listen to me.
Because you're wrong.
Because you're in the wrong.
Because you're not listening. So the only reason you're crying is because you're not listening.
Yes, she says.
To the point that you're wrong.
I feel like you guys are all taking her side. And CT says,
because you're wrong.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
How old is Laurel? She's got to be like almost 30.
Yeah, definitely. I think she's probably
girl,
28.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you're too old for this. Like,
Yeah, you are actually acting like a 16-year-old girl.
Like
Like,
that.
and then I approached her because she didn't want to apologize to me, and I didn't want to apologize to her because we're both in the wrong. And she's like, Cara Maria, things you did after it. What did Cara Maria ever do? What is there something we're missing? Is there something not shown?
No,
I didn't see
she's
her
being
do
dramatic.
anything.
She's being dramatic.
Like, you told your best friend to shut the fuck up, like, multiple times. So that's what she did.
Literally.
Literally.
And now I'm not going to talk to you.
Yeah. So whack.
So we find out Cara Maria has a fracture in a cast.
I'm obsessed with her.
I am too. I've been kind of... I've always been in limbo with her.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
This year, though, actually, ever since the soda year, I started liking her more. And then when she got soda poured on her. And then this year, I've really been like, Team Cara.
She steps up.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm kind of nervous about her staying there with a broken arm.
Me too. I'm not saying it's a
Fractured
smart
arm.
move. I'm just saying that it's a ballsy one. And, to stay there and not complain about it. She's crying, but she can't even help it. She never tried to persuade people to keep her because of this. I love her, and I love CT, and I love their relationship so much, their best friendship, that it really made the episode for me tonight. I think that they deserve to stay there, both of them.
Yeah, definitely. We see Cara. She has this cast on her. She says, Laurel can go fuck herself. Laurel then walks in, tells her, I haven't apologized to you because what you did after. You're not a friend. Cara starts screaming at her, you're not a friend. A friend would have walked in here and said, I'm sorry.
She gave her every opportunity. She's like, just say you're sorry. Like, are you really that full of yourself and that stubborn that you can't just say that? I'm sorry. And this is what Laurel says. She says, this is probably what it feels like to be sisters. Honey, I have a sister. This is not what it feels like to be sisters. Like, are you on crack?
In a sense, it kind of is.
What?
I mean,
Jesse.
it reminds me of me and my brother. I
Yeah.
would sit there and talk so much shit to my brother,
But
and
then
then
you're
we wouldn't
then
talk
you're
to
fine.
each
But then
other.
you're fine. But then
Well,
you're
no,
fine.
we
And-
wouldn't talk to each other for how long?
And then
but
at the end of the day, you're gonna go back to each other. That's not what's going on here. This is what it
Me
feels
and
like
my
to be
brother
sisters.
never
No,
apologized.
you don't treat your siblings like that. You would do that. What Laurel did. You would treat your sibling like
tell
that.
my brother to shut the hell up. Yeah.
No, you would say, okay, shut up. But then afterwards, like, you're like, all right, whatever. I'm sorry. Let's get over it. Like, let's go downstairs and eat dinner. Like, you don't.
Yeah, no. I would.
Oh my God.
Me and my brother are assholes to each other. But
I would
we
never
love each other,
with
but
my sister.
it's just how we are.
I would never. If she was like, shut the fuck up, I'd be like, you shut the fuck up. Like,
But see, Laurel's not coming from. I would like to know if Laurel has brothers or sisters, actually, because.
no way. She obviously doesn't have sisters if she says this is what it must be like to have
that's
sisters,
true.
Maybe brothers.
Because it just seems like everybody she speaks to, she speaks down to them in a sense of like, I'm entitled, I'm better.
She does seem to have only child syndrome in some senses. Like,
Right?
Yeah. Not that all only children are like that.
No,
but yeah.
that's the word.
Yeah, of course.
So we get to the challenge. It's a guy-girl pair challenge. They almost were gonna do the scary. Is Cara Maria gonna get sent home?
Yeah.
She ends up staying.
Which okay. How do you feel about this? Because honestly, I was glad, but
I think if it was anyone else, they would have went home.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think because Cara's been doing this for so long, she sat with the producers and was like, I do not want to leave. And they probably had her re-sign something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, from
they
here
did.
on out. I mean, already we've read their contracts. If
you
technically-
die, it's your fault. Is
Right.
the first line of the contract. But honestly, I felt like this was, I don't know whether TJ has anything to do with it, but Cara Maria is very clearly a favorite of the producers, of the network, of the host, of everybody. Even the season where she came on the show, she wasn't originally supposed to be there, and she came in as a fill-in, and all the cast members are like dead silent, and all the network is like rooting for her always, and she is such a fierce competitor, and she's grown into herself. So I feel like it's messed up because if this had been Jessica, she would have gone home, and nobody would have given a shit. So I don't know. Yes, she's earned it in a way. But I don't know. It makes me nervous.
It makes me nervous, but I mean, she's a grown woman. She's been doing this long enough to know what, could happen. And so I think it was really just MTV saying, look, you're grown. If you want to sign this paper and say, I acknowledge that I am hurt and, if anything
Why don't they do
moving
that with
forward-
everyone? because they don't care enough.
I think it's too big of a liability, but with Cara, it's probably they
know
probably
her, they
know her. They probably mess with her. You know what I mean? They've been dealing with her for so long. It's
Right. But
that's the only thing, because I really can't picture a network allowing someone to go through with this.
It just makes
you
me
have a
worried.
fractured hand,
Yeah.
and then you're going to be in a competition where you have to punch through drywall.
Right. It makes me worried because you think about next season, you know, on the challenge. If I was on the challenge and I had a broken fracture and I wanted to compete, I'd be like,
You let Cara?
yeah, you let Cara, you know, like what kind of floodgate does this open?
I don't think it's that serious.
Okay. I'm looking into it, as I do.
So the challenge, they have to swim across, get these puzzle pieces,
So bad.
bring it back over, fix this puzzle. So really, it was just an endurance and a puzzle challenge.
Yeah, and the dig and I mean, certainly difficult for somebody with one hand. Now we
Yeah.
all know how Jordan feels.
Ouch! All right, Johnny. No.
Bad joke.
What did you think about the teams? How'd you feel about Laurel and Leroy? Leroy.
I just don't understand because Leroy, I love you, babe. You are such a doll face, but like you underperform sometimes, and I don't. Sometimes is a nice way to put it. I don't understand. Like you're an animal, so why can't you pull this one off? Why Laurel is arguably the best competitor in the house for the women. Some would say it's
You could have won.
You could have won. You had the cards stacked in your favor.
You wouldn't be going against CT.
Right. And even Laurel said that she didn't have a great day either, but like I don't get it, Leroy. You're trudging through the mud. You are huge. Like get there.
Laurel, she says she's pissed at the end because she didn't win. She said, oh, you know, it was just because I wasn't focused.
She said that for a couple challenges now. Like after Jordan
Every
left,
time
yeah.
now you lose, that's your go-to answer. Like, girl, you lost. Calm
Yeah.
down.
She's like she's like the person who starts out really strong and at the end of the race she just can't pull through. That's her this season.
We see Teresa was having trouble with the puzzles. Zach was frustrated with Teresa.
Right.
And Johnny and Nani ended up winning.
Yeah, but going back just for a second to talk more about Carmery and CT, I loved that moment where she didn't know whether to pick him because she didn't want to hold him back, and he was like, "Shut up, pick me. Like I'm with you. I'll take you with a broken hand any day over any of these girls." I thought that was really really cool, especially because of how CT is with women and how he's like always like fucking all these girls and doesn't care whatever. This Boston bond or whatever it is that they have,
sisterly little-
yeah, and it's so awesome, and that he did that. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, that was a great moment.
Sorry, I just had to be sentimental for a second.
Interesting, Johnny, not Bananas, the other Johnny, was irritated that Nani won.
Yeah, he says that she's like not flown under the radar, but just like scraped by.
She's going to be able to decide if you're going to be here or not.
Is Teresa really that much of a better competitor than
That's what
Nani?
I'm like. I'm like, are you mad because she fucked you once and now she's not fucking with you?
And then she voted you in? Like, yeah, that's exactly why he's mad.
Because if we're talking about people floating by, Johnny.
Yeah. Although he's done some things.
Yeah.
But I think that everybody who's there right now deserves to be there. You've made it far enough. I would say probably the weakest competitor there would be Devin. But other than that.
Honestly, I just would have switched out Devin and Jessica. I would have let Jessica go through and pull Devin out.
Yeah.
Just because I think as much as I've said whatever about Jessica, she did it this season.
She really did.
She really brought it.
She really did. And even last week I wasn't here, and so but I of course I watched the episode. Her competing was really strong.
She was supposed to call in today. She's actually going to call in next weekend, so.
Yeah, you know, we've had personal issues with her. I don't mean outside of the show. I mean like
Just what we've
personality
seen, yeah.
issues. But as a competitor, I'd pick her on my team.
They go out, and Cara Maria starts getting upset. She thinks Teresa's a snake because it looks like Teresa is campaigning to Nani. Did you agree with that? I definitely did.
I just thought that I think Teresa all season has been a snake. When it came down to throwing Laurel in and then taking back the vote and the whole thing with Devin and now Devin being her friend again, and I just think she wants to be everybody's best friend and she just doesn't want to get thrown in. She'll say whatever she can. I think she's a snake. I think she is. So whether I actively saw her campaigning or not, I know she was. You know, like that's just who she is.
With Johnny, they go back home. Johnny and Nani, they go to CT. They sit down. They decide that they want to put in Zach or CT.
Right.
They talk to CT. What did you think about that, going to CT and having that conversation with him?
It's such a classic Bananas move. What was it that CT could have said that would make him stay? He said, "You don't say my name, I won't say your name."
Right.
What more could he have said than that?
And we've been here the longest
And
together.
there's nothing else he could have said. So he said everything he could. Bananas knew he was throwing him in before he talked to him, if that was the case, because what the hell was he supposed to say? I don't know how smart of a move that was of Bananas. Just because CT really hasn't said Bananas' name yet.
Yeah.
Like, so why wouldn't you send in Zach, who you seemingly don't give a shit about? Yeah, he's tough, but like, Zach was all ready to go in. Zach was like,
I think he's more scared of CT. It's almost like they're almost in the sense of a same person.
they're tit for tat, yeah.
You know?
I just think it was kind of confusing.
And I would rather see, if someone's going to beat me, I'd rather CT beat me than Zach.
Right. And
Like, CT's been here longer. He deserves to win.
yeah, I thought it was a really weird pick.
Yeah.
Really weird. And then CT even was like, I'm friends with Nani, but like if she has to send me in, she has to send me in. I'm okay with it.
Are you?
No, that's what Zach said about Nani.
Well, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Are you looking for a total mind trip
I really am.
that'll keep you guessing for hours? Mm-hmm. Well, then check out the new smart sci-fi film, The Signal, in theaters tomorrow, June 13th. The Signal explores what happens to a group of college students on a road trip when they are mysteriously lured into the middle of a desert by a hacker. Suddenly, everything goes dark. When one of the students regains consciousness, he realizes he is in a waking nightmare. The film stars Lawrence Fishburne, who makes it his first return to the sci-fi genre since The Matrix. Wow, really? Dang. Also rounding out the cast are Brenton Thwaites from Maleficent, Olivia Cooke from Bates Motel, and Sarah Clark from the Twilight films. Marshall Fine of the Huffington Post says The Signal is as imaginative of a sci-fi tale since District 9. That was a good movie. The Signal is directed by William Eubank and opens up in select theaters this Friday, June 13th.
So Friday the 13th?
For a mind trip movie?
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Sign me up.
If you guys want to see the trailer of the film or find out more information, visit www.focusfeatures.com/the_signal. Go see The Signal opening in select theaters Friday the 13th. Dum dum dum.
Thanks for that, Jesse.
You're welcome. CT says, if you want to poke a stick
No.
at the angry
Yeah.
bear, then go ahead.
It just,
And then he's
why
just
talk to him for
irritated.
it? The whole thing was so stupid. It was just Bananas being like
Yeah.
literally.
Like, Nani, I just want to see if you can jerk me
Yeah.
off real quick. We get to the vote. Nani goes first. She gives this bullshit about, I picked this person not because they were weak, but because I know that they're going to go in there and kill it. And they're going to come back. And yeah. Like, really?
This just showed Nani's weakness tonight. Yeah. This vote really showed her weakness. Especially because if she got to say the woman's name first, and do you get what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
So like he was like, I'm gonna give you one more chance to say the same name. All she had to do was stick to her guns. There's no way Johnny's gonna go against her so that he gets thrown in.
Yep.
Like,
it was a game of chicken.
what?
And she chickened.
What are you kidding me? If you're gonna do that, then just start by saying Cara Maria's name so you just don't look like such a momo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
That was an interesting decision. That if they can't make a decision, then CT sits down and they get switched.
That was really, really one of MTV's like, oh, quick, what do we do? Like, that doesn't seem quite legitimate.
How do you feel about Johnny not picking Teresa?
How do I feel about him not picking
Being
Teresa?
so stubborn.
I mean, I felt like it was 100% predictable. He hates Cara Maria so much.
Well, he said that they squashed their...
Yeah, he did, but there's still issues there. And knowing that he has to have a girl on his team, like, or whatever, he's probably not going to want to take somebody with a broken hand. But I did really like what he said in his direct-to-camera earlier in the episode, saying, like, she really showed her heart, like, that she could do this. I really appreciated that he acknowledged that, because Johnny doesn't acknowledge things like that frequently.
That's true. Kara got pissed. She starts, like, crying.
Fair enough.
Devin... she starts saying, well, I didn't campaign last night. And Teresa all of a sudden was like, I didn't campaign.
And TJ's like...
Well, bitch, well, if you feel like... Why? Whoa, guilty conscious all of a sudden.
TJ's like, just do this when I'm not here. Like,
right, like Eminem, Dr. Dre, where are you?
Like, literally. Like, I just... Shut up, Teresa. Like, look at this poor girl right now.
Well, Kara won't give up. It's their 10th elimination round. It's the wall challenge, and they go to the draw, and it's CT versus Leroy, and then Cara Maria versus Laurel.
I can't believe Laurel flipped the kill card.
I can't. Well, she didn't flip it.
But she got it. Like,
yeah. Because I really was like, if Devin does this, Cara really might win.
Yeah.
On that note, let's head into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I know prediction I have.
Yep.
It's about what I'm going to do this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to read this amazing new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness, by our very own Maria Menounos, who is amazing. Okay, if you see the cover of this book right now, because you are looking at us, you look at her abs and you got to buy the book. I'm like literally dumbfounded when I look at her. She's so amazing. But honestly, I've looked through everything. The pictures are unbelievable. Actually,
Shout out to Steven.
Yeah, our very own Stephen Lemieux took many of them. The recipes in here are incredible. The tips are phenomenal. I'm not just saying that because I love her and because she runs this place. I'm saying that because it's true.
I like I haven't read it yet, but from what I have seen in it, or the little bits that I've been reading, because I like to go through it and read the little tip things, they're really easy and like...
Yeah, absolutely.
To like the water tip is my favorite. I learned a whole lot about water, y'all.
And there's a lot of different people giving advice in here. You know, she's not just thinking she's the only one who knows what there is to give. There's a lot of different experts, and it's awesome. Like, you see right here, I just flipped to a page of her eating pizza. It's about, like, eating things that you still love and just figuring it out. So she's amazing. This book is incredible, and you guys should absolutely go buy it. The Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness.
Boop. All right, next week, Cara Maria or Laurel?
I, like, literally am praying so hard that it's Cara Maria, but you would be dumb to put your money on her right now. Yeah. Actually, I don't know, though, because she's come out so hard.
It's so gangster, but I'm just like, that cast with the drywall, I don't know how that would work. She
can't do it with the cast, I don't think. I think she, like, did you see when she went to do the other, when she went in the water, they wrapped her up in this, they took their, like, cast off and they, like, wrapped her in, like, a loose cast or something.
Oh.
So I don't know if she has to do that because, well, I think that's because she was with other people, so they were scared. Maybe she'll get to keep the cast on, and maybe she'll get to punch through this.
I'm just like, if your hand is fractured and you're punching a drywall consistently,
you got to use your elbows, babe, like, and your knees.
Yeah, but like even an elbow into the drywall,
I'm scared.
That's hard.
I'm scared shitless for her.
I'm scared she's gonna like, cause if you ever hit like the wrong thing, like girl, you unconscious, you'll fall back. Like,
yeah.
I'm kind of scared for her, especially versus Laurel. If it was versus Devin, I wouldn't be nervous, but versus Laurel, you know she's gonna have that adrenaline. She's gonna wanna.
Laurel's got a foot on her, you know. Yeah. Laurel has to punch so many less holes.
And then, I mean, CT versus Leroy. I love you, Leroy, but I'm just going based off what we've seen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with CT. And then not only that, Cara, but even if you make it past this round, you then have to travel to the Andes Mountains.
Yeah.
And climb a volcano.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Yes, I concur.
I'm assuming that Cara Maria does not have an arm right now.
Yeah, so literally, like, can you just like post a picture on Instagram, just like your hand, so I know it's still there?
Right, be like, boop. Oh no, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe to us down below, and also make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and tweet me all week long at DJ Jesse J.
You can find me everywhere at Roxy Stryer.
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.